going on, people? I am Square, and this is the Opinionated Facts Media Group podcast. But tonight, I'm joined by just the ladies. Journey to be great and Coco Love. What's up, ladies?
What up?
Okay. Well, tonight we have something special for you guys. We're going to be talking about 5 tough conversations every couple must have. And so I'm just going to go down the list, and then we're just going to give you guys some of our opinions. We're also going to throw some facts into it as well. And you just follow along and just let us know at the end what you think about some of the questions that we're going to ask today. So question number 1 is, I'm asking you ladies this right here. So when you're in a relationship with a guy, who's handling the money?
Like, so as far as like bills?
I mean, just in general, like who's handling the money? Do you pool your money with the guy, or are you like, you do your thing, I'm gonna do mine, or who's handling the money? Let me do it this way. You're married. Are you putting the money together, first of all? Are you gonna keep it separate?
Separate.
Okay, what about you, Jordan?
See me, I would like a 70-30 relationship. That's what I would like, a 70-30 relationship. So,
come on now, hold on now. So what do you mean? What does this mean? What does 70-30 mean?
Like, it's when it comes to bills and stuff, he takes care like 70% of it.
Okay.
I do the 30%.
Okay, so you're saying you don't mind.
I mean, but if you want to do more, I'm not opposed.
I'm sure. I'm definitely sure about that. But here's the thing. I'm asking. So you're saying you're sharing, and Coco, you're saying you're not sharing, right?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
So what are you saying?
That's not what I'm saying. I thought we were talking about like putting it all like into an account or something. I'm saying we both handle it, but we handle it from our own accounts. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't necessarily mind though having a household account and then having our own separate accounts. I wouldn't mind that.
Okay. Well, here's something that's interesting that I found. So Emily Garbinsky co-authored a study that they did at Cornell University, and they found that people who pool their finances together have a better chance of staying together.
That's interesting. I feel like that will cause more fights, or it could cause more fights.
Well, actually, on the contrary, they said that it builds trust and people feel like they're really on a team. Like, you got to be all in, man, when you're willing to just open up the books and say, this is what I got.
So this is basically all the money going in one account.
Yes. All the money goes in one account. And when the bills come out, it's like, I'll look at it and say, okay, pay it. But
I wonder, do any of them have a side account that they didn't mention?
I don't know. But here's another thing, too. This was done by Pew Research. It says that 7 in 10 adults say that it's important for the man to be able to support the family financially, to be considered a good husband or partner. What do y'all think about that?
Hey, that goes back to my 70-30.
No, that's not what they were saying. But you know what? I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. I think it is good for a man to be able to provide. But I just thought that was interesting, though. So that let y'all know where y'all at. But anyway, we're going to go to the next question. So when you're dating somebody, how many children and when? When do you have them and how many do you want?
Well, the when is, I don't know. That's up to y'all. I would say maybe a year at least after y'all have been married. So y'all have that time together, because they say the first year of marriage is like the most difficult. But per like a little quick Google search, the average amount of children per family is 1.94. Not really sure how you have 0.94 children. So yeah, 1.94 children.
Okay, what about you, Journey? You quiet over there, when and how many?
Well, for me, no more. So I have 2 and I'm done. But I did meet a guy who does not have children, and he mentioned that he would like kids, but I don't want any. If it goes further, he say he would be okay without having children. I don't know how true that is, if that's something that he actually desires, and just to settle for not having it, I don't know. But that is a good conversation, because I wanted to go ahead and get that out the way so there won't be any confusion if we do decide to go forward, that he already know where I stand, I know where he stands. So
yeah,
to be continued.
You go catch a slip of one. You want to go get something?
Haven't made it that far. I don't know if we're gonna make it to that point. Like, another interesting conversation as far as couples, how much sex are you having? So basically, like, how many times for you to feel comfortable?
Well, since I'm the only guy here, I'm thinking as many times as you can, man. That's what I'm thinking. Many times you can get in there.
Yeah. Okay. As many times as you can. Your ass don't get no
Seriously.
sleep.
Yeah, you're right. But look, seriously though, I'm thinking, man, 7 days a week, gotta get at least 3 in there, man. That's what I'm thinking. I mean,
Okay, well, according to Google, a 2018 General Social Survey says this data came from 660 married couples, saying that 25% had sex once a week, 16% had sex 2 to 3 times a week, and 5% had sex 4 or more times per week. So only 5% getting it in as much as they can.
wow. No wonder people getting divorces out here. But look, here's you know that, and I want to tell this too for the ladies and the fellas. Look, hey man, the more you get it in, it helps you with your prostate, man. So you throw that in there every time she try to ask you don't want to do it with you. Say, look, man, you ain't helping me with my prostate that I might have one day, prostate cancer.
So it's
what'd you say?
helping save your life.
That's right, man. She's helping to save your life, man.
Okay, gotcha.
The old guilt trip.
That's right. Hey, baby. Now look now. If I catch the thing, it's on you. Cause I'm trying to get you to help me right now, but you tripping, man. I said I would need chemo if you would have gave me that.
Oh my
Wow.
Okay, let's go to another one here, man. So when you get with your significant other, where y'all spending the holidays at?
Home.
Right, at the house.
Preferably.
What you mean? Like, what do you mean when you say where?
How sometimes people want to go out on trips or whatever, maybe like take a trip somewhere for Christmas or Valentine's Day or whatever it is. People just want to go somewhere and celebrate their holiday somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you had to pick a place.
I prefer to be at home, honestly, but I mean, I would try it. I can understand, like, if, maybe you all don't live in the same city as where you're from. So maybe traveling to see your family for Christmas or maybe going to see his family for Christmas. I can understand that. Or maybe going to, like, what is it, Gatlinburg or whatever. A lot of people like there to the cabins. I can understand that too. So
yeah, I agree. Like, I would prefer to be at home, but I am willing to compromise if he has family in another state. I don't know if I would want to do that every year though, but
do you take your gifts that are under your tree and pack them up? Like, what do you
pack
do?
them up.
Okay. Hey, I'm gonna share some with you guys. You probably didn't know this, but anyway, I wouldn't mind spending like Valentine's Day somewhere really nice that has a nice winery or vineyard.
Definitely.
Something like that. So I don't know exactly where I would go, but I think I would go based on what we would do when we get there. So yeah, something like that. I'm gonna share this with you guys. So did y'all know August 18th is the U.S. National Couples Day?
Interesting. My best friend's birthday.
You got any kids? All right. So here's the last one we have for you guys. What religion? Like when you're getting with somebody, because belief is a really big thing. And I mean, you don't have to share that if you feel uncomfortable with it. But what religion? Do you go with his religion? Do you try to get him over to your religion? And how do you do it?
Ooh. I'm of the mindset that I wouldn't necessarily try to persuade anyone. My parents practice different, what's the word? Not religions per se. Like they're both Christian.
Denominations?
Denominations. My mother is Church of Christ and my dad is Baptist. So they're closely related. It's not really far off. So that's how I was raised or whatever. So I'm not really big on trying to like convert anyone or vice versa. Like them trying to convert me. So I think that just depends on what works for you. But I was reading pewresearch.org. It was saying that roughly 6 in 10 married people say that they and their spouses practice the same religion. And I also saw that it said that 44% of people say that practicing the same religion is important to them. It seems like people might have a little wiggle room when it comes to religion, actually.
I agree with the research saying that it is better to believe in the same thing because depending on what you're talking about, it could be very hard. Like say, for example, if your religion is talking about being vegan and then my religion is talking about, hey, it doesn't really matter, or maybe something a little bit different than vegan, it's just kind of difficult. So I think when you have the same structure to believe in, it makes it a little bit better.
And that's very important. Probably, I don't know when you had that conversation early on in the dating situation, but especially the vegan thing, I think that'll come up anyway. Like, you go on your little first date and they order a bunch of pork and whatnot, and you don't eat that or whatever, you don't eat meat or whatever. Like, I guess that might be somewhat of a turnoff in some cases, possibly.
Would that be a factor though in a relationship?
Yep.
Like not eating meat versus a meat eater?
Yep. You be in there bringing all that leafy stuff home, and your husband like, hey man, I need some meat. Yeah, I can see that being an issue for real.
I can see it too. I mean, it just depends on the people though. You know, if you like, I'm the type of person like what you eat doesn't necessarily bother me as long as you're not trying to make me eat it, you know, and I don't feel like I would be trying to put it off on the other person either. Like I want you to now, I don't know though, at the same time, because if you're just sitting up there and you're just like being super unhealthy, like it's very apparent in your weight, it's apparent in like your health issues or whatever, you got high blood pressure all of a sudden, then I would probably start trying to sway you to eat like me.
I think that could be cause a lot of problems. You may pull up to a restaurant and you're trying to order, and your spouse over there looking like, you know, you don't need to eat that. And you're like, man, you don't tell me what to do. And then they be like, you know, they can start all kinds of arguments, especially like when you got kids and you trying to give your kids some unhealthy stuff or whatever. Then your spouse is like, you can't eat that. And you're like, hold on now, I'm giving it to them.
Yeah, I suppose. I guess I'm looking at it from the perspective of still eating healthy, but you have meat included in your diet versus someone who's just straight vegan. Like, I don't know. To me, it seems like it may be a balance, but then that probably could cause issues.
I wanted to share this with you guys. According to the National Eating Disorder Association, but studies suggest that up to 50% of Americans have a disordered relationship with exercise and food.
So what? Saying that what?
Say, for example, like people just eat for no reason. They just keep eating, and then you don't really exercise. You don't take care of your body, so it's like a disorder.
Okay. So you don't have a healthy relationship with food and exercise, basically.
Correct. I think that's what all we got for you guys today. We will be doing more episodes like this, kind of just going down the list of some things that maybe people should be talking about in relationships. I want to thank y'all so much for giving us the time, man. We really appreciate it. And that's it. I am Swaver, joined by Journey to Be Great, Coco Love. This is the Opinionated Facts Media Group podcast. Until next time, peace.